There was a wonderful article that the president of Northwestern University wrote, and it was on World Economic Forum's tweets the other day. I loved it. He comes down to Florida every year. And I went to the Kellogg School at Northwestern, as some of you know from my MBA. And Morty Shapiro had co-authored an article about the importance of economists actually reading humanities and studying humanities. And I actually had given a talk one time at a conference down here in Naples about how I felt that the economist profession, which was based largely on the thoughts of white males, was not broad enough in terms of its thinking, because you really do need the advice of female humanities majors to make sure that what they write actually makes sense. You can subscribe a career expert on YouTube. You can also watch me on Smart TV. We're ready for Davos. Business, world events, celebrities. We've got it all right here. I'm Sandra Rupp, and I was placed on the Thinkers 50 Guru Radar list for the world's top business thinkers. Welcome to the art of 21st century career navigation. Join me on the journey. Conscious capitalism meets entertainment tonight. I'd like to give a warm welcome to my viewers around the globe. Welcome to the #1 happiest, healthiest city in the USA. I had said recently in one of my tweets that I had actually spent a whole month studying Wall Street when I was in college. I went to a wonderful liberal arts college, and for the January semester, I went down to Wall Street and the Wall Street study group, and was able to actually observe what was going on in Wall Street, participate in meetings with high-level executives. And this was really helpful in terms of understanding what was going on. I also kind of observed the personality types of those sales and trading gentlemen, mostly gentlemen at the time, and was able to kind of understand a little bit more about the nuances of sales and trading in Wall Street. I also spent an entire January studying Jane Austen novels, so I was very diverse in my education. So I would love to be a part of your organizations and advise you either as an executive coach or working there. Got a lot of great ideas, and today we're going to talk about a lot of great things, because we need to get more women on the boards and CEO teams of all these companies. And I do believe that we need to have a lot more kind-hearted people on leadership teams. I'm really worried about things like artificial intelligence, robots. I want to make sure we don't eliminate all the jobs. I want to make sure that we have women very involved in these decisions. And so I want to put more women on executive row of all the technology companies. And I want to make sure that there's a lot of emotional intelligence up there. I read an article recently that people that have high IQs don't necessarily have high EQ, which is emotional intelligence. So one thing that I've always done when I've put together a leadership team is I make sure I have different kinds of people in terms of obviously gender, but also ethnic diversity, backgrounds, and also you want to make sure you have some people with emotional intelligence. So it's not always about being a STEM major, guys. No, in fact, women oftentimes think differently than men. First of all, a lot of us are feelers on Myers-Briggs, and we love to feel. So it's not just about thinking. I'm very right brain oriented, whereas some of my colleagues are very left brain oriented. So it's important that we have all different types of people who are pursuing different avenues, because my view is whatever you do, God put you on this planet for a reason, and you should follow what you're good at, what you're passionate about. And we are here to talk about media, economy, leadership, business. You can be the best in your field by pursuing a topic that you're really good at. And I was a history major and moved into marketing and then executive search, and did very well, rose to managing director. So by having these different experiences, I studied international business and architecture at Oxford. I'm able to take a lot of my experiences and blend them into a bigger view of leadership, and making sure that everyone has a voice. Some of you know I've talked a lot about the feminine leader voice because it's so important. I'd love to share more with anyone who would like to interview with me on camera, and we're inviting CEOs and leaders and chief marketing officers to come right here on my show. So we're really interested in helping as many people as we can. No matter what political party you are, no matter what background you have, we want you to feel comfortable watching my channel. So we're really excited to have you here today. Please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter as well. And we have a Davos blog on WordPress. I think that by being inclusive, we're going to create a great future together. So that's why we're here today. So please stay tuned. And thanks for watching.